Hi folks, this is Mohan Raghavan. Today we are going to see Python collections named tuple. In case of Python basics, you might have known about the tuple, but in case of Python collections, we have another collection called name tuple. So we'll see what is name tuple and what is the advantage over the normal tuple and what are the different possible available for the named tuples. As usual, like earlier videos, we are going to import the name tuple from the collections module. Then we are going to create the name tuple. Before that, creating the name tuple, we will understand why do we need the name tuple. In case of normal tuple, as you know that it is immutable. That means that you cannot edit once the tuple has been created. The same way named tuple also works in the same way. However, it has the name for that. When you compare with other languages such as Java, you will have the class and you can create the object for the class, right? The same way here, the name tuple almost work similar way to the class behavior. But however, we will see what are the things. Rather than speaking, we will understand by the code execution. Here you can see name tuple as you just imported the name tuple, and you will be giving the name for the tuple, and you will be giving the list of arguments or list of the parameters or the attributes for the named tuple. So when you want to access something inside your tuple, you will be accessing through the index. But however, in case of name tuple, you have the accessing via the indexes. The same time you can access via the parameter names or the attribute names. So that is the advantage over the name tuple. Okay, fine. So we will give the name and we will give the list of attributes that is attached to the person name tuple. Okay, fine. So the name of the tuple is this person and the attributes attached to that is name and age. Okay, fine. And I'm creating and I'm giving the variable name as person as well. So in this case, the tuple name and the variable name both are person. Now after that, whenever you are going to create the tuple, rather than mentioning only the parenthesis, you will mention the variable, the person, and then you will be giving the parameter values. Let's say I will execute the first line. It is for the importing, and second line it is for creating the tuple. In this stage, just you will see what is person here. Here you can see it is the person object. Okay, fine. Now in case, let's say you have mentioned two attributes called name and age. If I give only one value, if I run this, you will be getting the error meaningful message like the required argument is age. So that means that the named tuple has the predefined structure so that you will follow the standard number of inputs or the attributes and you can access with the same attribute name. Okay, fine. So I will be giving the proper inputs, whereas one is the name, another one is the age. In second line, I'm going to give the same thing. And I have created, let's see what is P1 here. Here you can see it is the name tuple. As your name suggests, the name is person and the name attribute value is Mugundan and the age value is 19. However, it's not true. And next one, we are going to create the tuple first, then we are passing as a person tuple. So let's say I will just execute this one. Make sure that you have the equal number of attributes that you have in the named tuple. Now I have the name and the age here. Now in case of you have already person. So this is the named tuple object name. Then I'm going to create the name tuple. So person dot underscore make. So that means that you are going to make the named tuple called person with the tuple already existing normal tuple. So if you execute this one, it will work in the same way. And you can see what is P2. It is same like a named tuple. The name is person. Okay, you can access the, let's say the named tuple attributes by its name. For example, I can see name and age. In case of normal tuple, it's not possible. And let's say you are going very high level. For example, we have only here only two attributes. Let's say you want to create some name tuple with, let's say 20 attributes. That time going with index will not make any sense because it will be confusing, and every time you need to just map with what is the field with what is the index. But in case of name tuple, you don't need to worry about this one. Every time you can add or update or something so that it will be accessed with the name. So that's the reason we can access with the attribute name p2.name and p2.age. But it does not stop you for making accessing via the index. The same way you can access through the index as well. In case of, let's say, very less number of attributes, you don't see any much difference between the accessing via the index and accessing via the name. But however, if you have large number of attributes, that time it will be using as a very advantage. And next one, if you are accessing the index value which is not present, so you may be getting the error. Yes, the tuple index out of range. Even though it is a named tuple, so the error message will be the tuple index out of range. Okay, fine. So let's say you have one named tuple variable. You want to see how many fields in that. So in that case, you can directly use the underscore field so that you can see the how many fields inside your named tuple. At the same time, you have already one named tuple. You want to replace something. So that time you can mention underscore replace and you need to mention the correct field name equal to the new value. For example, P2 already having Raman some age. So now I'm going to replace with Kamal. Now you can see it has been replaced with Kamal and age is equal to 23. Fine. Now the reassigning is not possible because the name itself tuple. Let's say P2 dot name. Rather than replacing, if I use this kind of names, so you will be getting the error like cannot set attribute. So it is some like customized way of using the tuple, and however it will be similarly working like a class object. For example, here till now if you understand everything, that is very simple. But if you want to just map with the class, so it will be working like a class. Person will be working like a class. You can create the person object only if you pass the values for the name and age. So in the same way it is working, but it's not class actually, it is the named tuple. And we have seen what is the best advantage of named tuple is like you can access via your index as well as with the attribute name. So this is all about the named tuple. So thanks all, thanks for watching and have a great day.